Financial planning takes time and effort for retirement planning and wealth management. You should look at all investment options. You might need a certified financial advisor or a financial advisor. The financial plan can help you buy anything like stocks, bonds, and real estate. I'm going to show you the basic things that the financial plan will have. You can study these steps and develop a plan. I'm sure that these things are the very steps you need. I started doing these things right after the Great Recession of 2009. I learned my lesson well. I lost a lot of money and will not get it back. You need financial planning for financial health and financial literacy. You need it on how to manage your money and how to budget money. When I was making my plan, I started thinking about my alternatives. I could start changing my way of thinking. You also need to revise things as the years change. It needs to be well thought out. You need to do a lot of research and lay out all the information on the kitchen table. You can check the internet out or get a professional like a certified plumber. Where are your income and expenses are going is the main concern. You're going to have established goals. Where do you want to be in 20 years? What kind of lifestyle are you going to want? How much money you're going to need? Lay out the daily things that you need to live by to get a comfortable life. Think a long time about your goals. How is it going to affect you and your family for the future? First thing is to create your investment policy. You want to be diversified. You should be conservative in a mixture of bonds, stocks, index funds, and balance funds. You got to have a financial plan for investing and saving money. In the long run, you do not want to be without retirement. The second thing is to set up a budget. List all your income down, salaries, Social Security, investments, retirement accounts, and future earnings. Look where these things are and where they're going to be in the future years. I want you to do the same thing for expenditures, house payment, food, car, and insurance. What does it cost now and later? Get a clear picture. When I did this, it helped out so much that you will never know. You can get down and figure out what you're going to need in retirement. What about if you got kids and where they're going to school? How much is it going to cost? What if you're a relative living with you, or do you have a special needs child? A balance sheet is needed. This is a balance sheet that lets you know where your assets are, like house, car, retirement accounts on the left. You then, of course, list all your liabilities to the right. These things are what you owe, like mortgage, car payments, and credit cards. It gives you a clear picture where you're at the present. It gives you a wake-up call. The third thing is insurance. What about your health insurance? Are you on regular insurance or Medicare? How much is your deductible going to be? You're going to look at your family size and how many people do you have to cover. Other types of insurance is car, home, which should be tied together to get a lower premium. Is your house, which is your biggest investment, covered if it burns down? I knew a guy who thought he had everything covered until his house burned down and he was dead wrong. Life insurance is a major concern. What if you die? Is your family covered for all expenses? Can they continue without you? A disability policy is needed if you just in case you cannot work anymore. This should be one of your major concerns. I think this is the most important part. The fourth thing is a financial plan, of course, and taxes. I know a little about this being a CPA. Everybody wants to reduce taxes. You always worry in late in life what you're going to owe too much. You want to spread over a long period of time and pay the least as possible. Sell stocks that are losers with stocks you're making money and gains. Look down and figure out how much you're going to owe. Try to do some tax planning. The fifth thing in a financial plan is a cash flow statement. Where your cash is coming in and where your cash is going out. This is one of the basic financial statements that are included in financial planning for business. This is salary, investments, Social Security, business income, and others. Cash flows out is an expenses leaving you. Money for groceries, insurance, and mortgages. It is like an income statement showing financial planning for couples 20 and 30-year-olds. If you think that you're too old or young for financial planning, think again. When you're young, you should think about saving regularly, start a pension, insuring your income, and mortgage advice. If you're married and have kids, then you need to think about critical care, education, savings for college, insurance for loved ones, benefits, and retirement planning. Retirement is pension income option, investment advice, wealth management. A good rule of thumb is to save 5% a year. The interest will build in your account, but you will be dealing with inflation. Figure out how Social Security will supplement your income. A 401k can invest in a lot of different things like funds, bonds, index funds, and stock. A lot of times you should try to avoid sales charges on the investment accounts. Try to avoid selling and buying transactions causing a lot of sales fees. Dollar cost averaging is a good way to go through the hard times, the low market and high markets. You should try to set a certain amount each month and weather the roller coaster of the rides of the market swings, high or low. My first financial planning app would be Mint. Mint is one of the oldest and budgeting apps out there. Mint helps you track and manage your money. It does have a lot of features, but is a good budgeting tool. It gives you alerts when you go over the budget. It is great for a person who is living frugally. Pocket Guard is an app that can guard against a person overspending. It tracks income, bills, expenses, and savings. It's great for saving money and saving money tips. WALLY is great for keeping a budget. It's your budgeting app that people love. It interacts with bank accounts, includes debt payoff, and even has goal setting. It would be great for saving money ideas. WALLY is another good budgeting app. It tracks your income, expenses, and shows what's left in your budget. It can be used on your phone if you're faced with foreign dollars. It's good to use because if you're living outside the country. Personal Capital offers a complete investment advisory. It puts a lot of effort into which your fully automated analysis of investment fees and asset classes. Other great financial apps. Budget Boss helps you go into detail about how your expenditures are. It goes in detail how to make a budget. It creates for you a real easy way to do it and make it fun. You use an intuitive interface to set up your budget in minutes. It gets 5 stars. Expense Manager goes in detail on the phone on about your expenditures. It shows you what you're doing during the day, the week, the month. You can go over all the details and make great judgments. You can get expense tracking, income tracking, and other budgeting tools. One Touch Expenser tracks all your expenditures. It keeps your track with all the expenses going. It's great to have. You can manage the income and expense from a single dashboard. It is simple and makes expense tracking a breeze. The idea is when you're investing is to keep your administration costs low when you are investing. These costs can kill your returns. When doing financial planning, things can get in your way. Things like how to set your investments up. You got to learn how to save and how to save money. Financial planning is really hard for beginners in finance. Financial planning for business or even financial planning the Dave Ramsey way. You can become overwhelmed with the process. You need to have a well thought out plan. A person is thinking about retirement, a college education, a home, or something else. You can make a personalized, goals-based financial layout. You want to be thinking about feeling good with your results that you determine. In summary, I have explained in detail what financial planning is all about. I'm trying to give you financial freedom with a budget. I'm giving you pointers and tips and what to do. You got to follow these goals if you want to establish a financial plan. Some days it's going to be tough, but you got to do it if you reach happiness. I know I went through my struggles. My question is, answer below, are you on a financial plan now? What kind of financial plan are you doing? If you got comment below, and also if you would like my channel. Try to figure out what the problems ahead. These steps can help you in business, getting cash, debt, personal financial knowledge, saving money, and of course making money, which is the main thing.